Hey, what is up guys, it is BrenSki and I'm here today with another lifestyle tip video. So today's lifestyle tip is going to be about how Slither.io can actually teach some life lessons. So I saw how much you guys actually enjoyed the RuneScape video of how RuneScape compares to real life. I was like, you know what guys, let's compare another video game, because this kind of like video game to real life thing is, I think it's actually kind of funny and pretty cool how I can tie these connections, how we can tie these connections together and see how video games can actually teach some sort of life lesson, you know, kind of extract some kind of lesson out of them. So let's get into Slither.io. If you guys don't already know, Slither.io is a very popular game. It's basically where you kind of go around, you eat these little I guess energy balls, and you get your little guy, your little snake a lot bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually you know, you can trap more people around you, take out other people, you try and get a high score. And it's quite a highly addictive game as so many people play it. And so the primary life lesson I feel we can all take away from Slither.io is that everyone starts from that little baby stage. When you first start out the game, you suck balls because you have no idea what you're doing. You just see all these gigantic other snakes, and then, you know, you run around and you get eaten up. Everyone's all these little tiny snakes, and then eventually, as you keep eating those little tiny dots, you slowly keep working towards your goals. You eventually become one of the big boys. And when you become one of the big boys, there's not very many other big boys out there. And eventually you start working with them, you're like, oh shit, okay, don't hit my snake, motherfucker. Oh, let's take out all these other guys. You know, you start working with these big boys, and you're like, oh shit, I've actually done something quite accomplishing. That's what happens when you get to the top of your level. You start realizing that there's not that many other people up there, and you know, you've made it. I guess you could say when Slither.io, once you've gotten to one of the bigger snakes, then I guess you've made it as a Slither.io player. So, but as you work towards that goal and you do get that higher score, you get that bigger place, it's similar to how it is in the real world. You have to take these little teeny dots, you gotta eat them little dots and get better at it. Think of those little dots, I guess, as pieces of information that you're learning. Every little bit that you learn is going to help you towards your bigger goal in the future. Whenever you're acquiring a new skill or anything like that, it takes so many little steps. To learn how to edit, you know, when you first start out, you have no idea what you're doing, just like anything. You know, no one's born knowing how to do jack. So you have to learn these little skills, pick them up from either YouTube videos, reading a book, or from someone else who can teach you. All these little tiny dots, you put them together, and then eventually you become, you know, I guess you could say the big snake, or just a bigger snake. You know, you have more knowledge. You've taken these little dots, learned these little dots, and now you're better. Anyway, guys, that's about all I could extract from Slither.io. It is actually a pretty fun game. It's quite highly addictive to try and get that high score. Let me try and not get run over right now, because there has actually been like a million cars flying by here, back and forth, because this is actually quite a busy little road, I guess you could say. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below. Comment if you have any funny thoughts about, you know, this topic or this video or this style of videos. If you'd like to see some more video games, you know, suggest them down in the comment section below. Next time I might be doing some Hearthstone. Not really sure exactly what I can extract from that, but you know, I'll think about it. Anyway, guys, that is all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.